One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Ugh. Yep, we are indeed back for a part 2, like I said we would be. Hey everybody, it's your boy Crazy G here, welcome back to another video. And today, we are back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. By the way, the first part I recorded about 2 hours ago. And now I'm already back at the second part. I was playing Apex and got a little too enraged. Alright, we got the files open, we got the game open. Alright, we know what to do here. New game? No, we don't press reload game. Yep, we start off from where we were last time. Hint, you can use skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Alright, what do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Okay, little recap. Last episode, these characters are very iffy to me right now, and we were just talking about Yuri having something for us. Now, I don't really know where else to pick up from that, but all I can say is that Yuri had something she wanted to give us. And Sayori's kind of putting us in an awkward situation here. That sounds like Sayori. Ah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. What? It's a short read, so It's a short read, so It's a short read, so it should help you keep. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know. Sorry, you need to put a little more emphasis on this. Discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Maybe in the virtual world, but if I was handed a book in the real world by a woman, I wouldn't read it. I enthusiastically take the book, even though I'm crying inside. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was writing for this. Wait, what? Like he was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, he looks like no one wanted to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You don't. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what Literature Club is all about. The problem is that the idea of Literature Club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that piques to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Natsuki's cupcakes. Hear me out, Natsuki's cupcakes. Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! See? Yeah, like, I got the mind up here. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. And yeah, we all instantly go to Natsuki. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies, is this a word? But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her, unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder, what would it be like to see the world through her eyes? Oh, Jesus! Why are you so close? I opened my eyes to find Sarah smiling. I skipped it. I didn't mean to do that. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late. Again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have the less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I guess over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Siri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? Look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? See, our problem is that we don't sleep enough. Her problem is that she sleeps too much. Not every day. Almost every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a problem. It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over you. Eh? Sari glances around at her shelf. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your brow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. Ya boy right here. Being mean to women. You'll love to see it. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sari. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. You know me. Staying true to my characteristic. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much it's better, you'll change your mind. Oh dear. This angle is, wow! Not doing it for me. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it was to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh. Don't say that. Make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? I don't like this. I actually hate this. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that sooner that doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Don't say that out loud. Look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sari's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sari hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sari puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. That's odd. You take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's how I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I don't promise anything. Okay, everyone. Aw. Monica suddenly called out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? I forgot about that. Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Yeah. Same. I hate it here. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, so we get to choose who we show our poem to. Sorry. I'm definitely most comfortable showing it with Sari first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, AJ. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sari. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh yeah, last episode when we were choosing the freaking things for the poem, like I was like clicking all the depressing stuff, and she was like happy about it. I don't know what kind of story she'd be reading, but like she needs to find something else because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure your opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an AJ poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Yeah. So, you only like it because I wrote it. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Story hugs the sheet against your chest. You're so weird. I'm really just happy you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, AJ. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Ooh, she hasn't met the true me. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to you then. I don't know what that said. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Heh, we'll see about that. Oh, we actually get to read it. The way you go through the lines in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing me hard to help me out of bed, making me the... The sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry. It's just a guess, but do you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit. It's to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. I meant to say it was a really bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. So we have Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. I'm going Natsuki. I'm gonna go in like the general order. ... Confusion. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. I hate her! Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Yeah? I mean, like, I wasn't blindly pressing buttons. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not a very good, but yeah, I did put effort. Yeah, I did put in effort. Same person, 2 different time periods. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. We'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I just gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Is this even considered a poem? Like, what is this? Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I once again lied. What? Just be honest. I am. I'm not. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps you bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. What we talk about? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but now Susie feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. You really should have. I'm already getting tired of clicking. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish. Wait. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. You can't just casually forget to start speaking. What am I playing? It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thought into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be reading after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Sorry. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and I've been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter that they fit the two together. Then the result is both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her dementia totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I just hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That says you can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? There's another reason to hate her. I can't read this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing? It must be this one. The last remaining sheet to be withstood the rest of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue, green, blue of the hue of the future. I bathe, claim, breathing out of air that I can't read this. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. So now we're stood up to lying to her face now, aren't we? But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually just write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Really? You must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring that up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, but I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand my Monica to... Did I just say I hand my Monica to Poem? Well, your name is Poem now. I like this one. Makes you think of something Siri would like. Is that so? You and Siri are really good friends, right? It wouldn't be surprised if you had sorts of things in common. Well, you may be good friends, but Siri and I are actually really different. Well, then that may be the case. But maybe there are also similarities you wouldn't expect. It does like the two of you really care about each other well-being. Even if you show it's different. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Man, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Good lord, there's a scroll wheel. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle prompts. A noisy neighbor. Noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already sorted out with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. stretching forever until everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It had been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No problem. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to their own. This is a little clip after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Eyes on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper in their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. You're just cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings you're giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try to come up? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for any suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sari liked it, and AJ did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. So she's very independent, I can tell. And she's very... She is biased. By her own opinions, she's very biased on other people's work. Which I haven't yet. And AJ liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that AJ appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Oh, good lord. This... I don't like it. I hate it here. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn to me as they just noticed I was standing there. What the... Dude! Has anything changed in the... Nothing's changed in the file so far. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. AJ, she's just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, AJ. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not the only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, AJ? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, so of course, that's gonna be it. So of course, that's going to be Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Ugh. Natsuki clenched her fist. In the end, nobody's taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. See? She's just... Sayori calls me mean, but then we have her over here, like, my brother in Christ. You should be calling her mean, not me. I'm not doing anything. Without warning, Natsuki catches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way, I think she crumples on her way out. She crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri had her chin buried in her hands while she stared down at her desk. I gently approached her and set her in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe that I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing the poems? It was a lot of fun. All I'd say was worth it. It was alright, mostly. AJ, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who want to be impressed. Is that what that said? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I was close. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, AJ, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think you saying get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see the future holds Sayori. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. Back with the, let's see here. Oh, I need to save just in case. Can I save over this? Yes, I do. We only need one save slot. Milk. Feather. Tears. And once again, Sayori is jumping. Shame. Massacre. Whoa! Okay, so Yuri jumped for the massacre part. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. Esther. I'm not clicking suicide. Graveyard. Yuri is overly excited. Pain. I'm getting suspicions here. Feeling there's more to say, like, there has to be more to Sayori than just this happy side of her. Because, like, clicking all of these, like, dark poem words and see her jumping is just, it's not doing it for me. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't feel right for her. Precious. Lazy. Yeah, of course you jumped for that one. Vibrant. Sunset. No. Skirt. Interesting. Philosophy. Yep, she definitely did for that one. Ambient. Doki Doki. Interesting. That's the game name. Disown. What? Okay, now these words are just random. Explode. What? Boop. Okay. Forgive. One more. Let's do cry. Oh, yeah, Sarah does for that one too. There has to be more than her than we just think. That's gonna do it for this episode. I think this episode was mainly just kind of just grasping the idea of like the kind of attitudes these characters have towards each other and like more like their personalities and stuff. It is getting more interesting. I'll say that much. I don't know. Okay, I do have suspicions about Sayori though, because honestly, there's no way she just like sad stories like that. I'm over here like pressing some morbid stuff on the poem creator thing, and she's over here jumping excited about it. Nobody's like, cause just the topic. I don't remember what I pressed. I pressed like depression or something, and then she jumped. I don't know how that would make her happy soul so like glad to see. Honestly, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, we're gonna leave this episode off here. Part 3. We'll probably be recording that tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get both parts out today. Probably won't happen though. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you all on part 3.